always loved libraries ever since Mrs. Dickerman in elementary school used to bring us to the library and gather us around the rocking chair and read books to us. And I grew up in East Brunswick, New Jersey, and used the East Brunswick Public Library all the time. I did a lot of research for my first book, The Houdini Box, at the East Brunswick Public Library. And then I've continued to do a ton of research in East Brunswick, in New York, at the New York Public Library, at the Picture Collection, which is really incredible. I live part-time in San Diego. I use the local library in La Jolla all the time. Well, when I won the Caldecott for the invention of Hugo Cabret, I was in San Diego, and I went to the local branch of the public library in La Jolla, and I introduced myself to the children's librarian there, and she was really great, and she helped me get the hornbook collections of every Caldecott speech ever written. Because as the winner, I knew I was going to have to give a speech, and I was very nervous, so I wanted to see what everyone else had written. So I got to read all of the Caldecott speeches, and she also tracked down all of the Newbery speeches, and she was incredibly helpful. And so it's always fun to go in and research a new book and say hi to her. The Picture Collection at the New York Public Library, which is a really amazing giant room filled with endless files of subjects of anything you would ever need visually. And so many of my books use images from the Picture Collection, and I just for the new book I'm working on now, I went and was talking to the librarian at the library in La Jolla about subjects that I needed, and she got me a ton of books, so I use the library all the time. The value of librarians is sort of indescribable. The fact that there are people who are sort of gatekeepers for all human knowledge, really, in so many ways. And the fact that we can walk into a library and say, hi, I need to learn about this, I need to know about this, can you help me find out about this? And that they have the tools to help us get to that information is something that we all need. Now I'm working on a new book based on stuff that I learned when I was making the invention of Hugo Cabret. It'll have words and pictures, but I'm going to try to use the words and pictures in a different way than I did with Hugo. So the book will be structured slightly differently. It's a completely different story, but inspired by things that I learned in Hugo.